You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that you've reached a penalty-phase verdict. If you could fold the verdict form over and hand it to the court deputy, please. The verdict is in proper form, and it reads as follows. In the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial Circuit, and in for 9th Judicial Circuit of the State of Florida, and in for Orange County, State of Florida versus Demorris Ann Hunter, case number 2002 CF 6796. We, the jury, find as follows as to Demorris Ann Hunter in this case. We, the jury, unanimously find the state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Demorris Ann Hunter has previously been convicted of another capital felony or a felony involving the use or threat of violence to another person. Yes. We, the jury, unanimously find that the state has proved beyond a reasonable doubt the existence of the fact that the first-degree murder was especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel. Yes. We, the jury, have unanimously found the state of Florida has proven one or more aggravating factors. Each of us has considered whether one or more mitigating circumstances exist. Each of us has weighed whether the proven aggravating factors are sufficient to warrant the death penalty and whether the proven aggravating factors outweigh any proven mitigating circumstances. We have further considered whether Demorris Ann Hunter should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole or death. We, the jury, find by a vote of 12-0 that Demorris Ann Hunter should be sentenced to death. Dated this 14th day of April 2026 in Orange County, Florida, signed by the foreperson. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask each of you about the verdict that you have just heard. I'm going to ask that you look at your badge number because I will ask this question by badge number. Do you, badge number 645, agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Thank you. Juror 331. Do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 739, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 244, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 341, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 277, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 307, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 414, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 217, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 2203, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 40, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 243, do you agree that the recommendation as read by me accurately reflects the recommended penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from those who might seek to find fault with you, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. And I want to personally extend my thanks to each of you for being here. I know when you showed up for jury duty 2 weeks ago that you did not anticipate that you would be asked to make such a weighty decision. I appreciate your willingness to sit through this process and to come to a conclusion. We will have, before I excuse you, let me see the attorneys up here for just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the court deputy will have some work excuses for you, and after you receive your work excuses, you will be free to go. If you receive another summons in the next year and you do not wish to serve, just check the box that you've served in the last year, mail it back in, and you're automatically excused. And I do again want to extend my thanks for you being here. I'm sure that you recognize that we do some very weighty things in this building. We could not do those if we did not have citizens that were willing to participate in the system. I hope you saw that when you came and left the courtroom, we stood. We did that in very small recognition of the very important service that you're paying to each of us by being here. So thank you and have a good day.
Executive.
Danny, he did not get the work excuses. All right. We need to schedule the Spencer hearing. How long do you need to prepare for the Spencer hearing?
Could we pick a date in June, Judge?
Okay. How long do you anticipate it will last?
A day.
A day? Okay. Could do Monday, June 1st.
That works for me. You can see, Rachel.
Yes, Your Honor. We have a Huff hearing on Miller, but I think the AG can handle that. Never going.
Yes, ma'am, that'll work.
That work for you, Mr. Self?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then we will set the Spencer hearing for June 1st at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And after, I will also want sentencing memoranda from you 30 days after the Spencer hearing.
Okay.
Very good, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I'll set the actual sentencing for about 30 days after that.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very well. Then we will be in recess.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.